Every year, me and my friends set out for a winter adventure. Our goal is, as every year, to photograph the muskoxen in extreme conditions. To set out on this trip means preparation with all the gear that comes with it.
The forecast for Dovre is minus 26 degrees below, and that is really cold. So going up this place here demands a lot of planning. What I'm going to do now is just to talk a little bit through what I take with me on a trip like that and why I do that, so you can follow along. And I want to start with the clothing, because the clothing is really important to stay warm and stay alive. The first layer I use is this like a mesh type of thing. The great thing about this here, it has small holes, and in these small holes is small pockets of air, and that keeps it much warmer than a regular wool. I use this on my upper body and also my lower body as the first layer. And if it is really cold, I use a wool trousers as well on top of this. But this is really important to have close, because your body heat is storing amongst these small holes or pockets here. So this is really nice. When you are hiking up the mountains, it can be a lot of walking. So I don't want to put all my clothes on right away. I want to start by being cold. It sounds maybe silly, but I want to be cold and start and walk to get warm. So therefore, I normally only use this one here, a sweater, and then this thin jacket here. This is really thin, but it's windproof and waterproof. So if there is a lot of wind, I still don't get that in here, so I'm freezing. But when it's 26 degrees outside, it's really cold to start that way. But it's so much better when you start to walk, you're going to gain warm. It's much better than having all the clothes on and be really warm and starting to sweat. When I found the muskoxen, the first thing I'm doing is put on my down jacket here. And this is a really nice jacket from Mountain Equipment, not a sponsored. I paid this for my own money, but this is extremely good. This is the best down jacket I ever used, and it's easy to like do this, curl together, and then you get easy to like have it in some of the pockets or strap it onto your backpack as well, so it doesn't take up too much space. Then when you are there, you take it out and take it on you, and you will stay really warm, because this is extremely good. And one of the parts on my body that I'm really cold and get easily cold, it's on my hands. I have two type of gloves there. One of them here is from Valorant. This is a perfect photography glove. It's really good. You have these tips here, so you can take your finger out and say hello, so you can operate the camera, and it's really good and warm. But if it's like 26 degrees, then when you have the fingers, it's starting to get cold as well. So when it's that cold, I need a different kind of glove. And I have this here from Hestra. This is a glove that is larger, so I have pockets, a large pocket of air inside here, and inside is also a goat wool, so it's really warm and good. And I also got this one finger here, so I can operate the camera. So this is the only one, and sometimes the finger here can get a little bit cold, and then I just pull that out and gather it together with the other fingers on this pocket here. And I have used this for all my trips to Dovre. Of course, when it's really cold and it's blowing like crazy, I also put a heating like pad or patch inside here, which keep me warm, even more warmer for 6-7 hours. Keeping your hands warm is really important because you don't want to have frostbite. And I don't have it here though, but I also have some good pair of boots. My toes is also a place that I get really cold easily. If it is high wind and can be long hours waiting, I sometimes take with me this little bag here. Inside here is almost like a sleeping bag. So I put that over me, and then I gather all my heat, not escaping, but gathers in this little bag here. And then will keep me warm, even warmer if there is extremely cold wind. There is a little weight on it. I don't take it with me all the time. I also take with me this flask here. I fill this with hot water, and I also have a different one, so I fill with cold water to drink. And this is to use for my food. When I'm up there, I need high energy food. And what better to take with me than this food, the dry food here from Real Tourmat. They kindly sent me this food for free to use here, so thank you Drytech for sending me this. But actually I tried a lot of dry food, and this is the best, really high on energy and the nutritions that you need to have when you are out a whole day in a situation like that. And a pair of binoculars to look for the animals is of course really important. I have tried different kind of binoculars over the years, and either they are too small and not good, or they are too large and heavy and you don't want to carry them around with you. So this is a perfect in between. This is not too heavy, but the quality of the glass is extremely good. This is Nikon Monarch M7 10x42, and this is the perfect size for me to carry around. And last but not least, my main equipment, my camera and my backpack, which are carrying everything. So let's start out with the camera though. My main camera is the Nikon Z9, and this is a perfect camera for me. I'm shooting stills and video, and to have the extra large battery here is a must for me. I've used the Z8, which is a fantastic camera. It has the same sensor, the same autofocus as the Z9, but it has smaller batteries, and when I'm filming and also taking pictures, I don't want to switch the batteries extremely often. So therefore, much better to have a larger body with a larger battery as well, so I can keep shooting both of them without worrying about the battery. So I don't mind to drag on a little more weight on the camera body. And what I also like about the Z9 is that it also have the new features with the bird detection and also the auto capture. I'm not going to use anything of that in the mountain with the muskoxen, but the features are really, really nice for other stuff. My main lens is the Nikon 600mm, the Z with a built-in teleconverter, and this is a extremely nice lens. This is a dream lens because you have a 600 f4, and you also get, with a little flick here, you have a 840 5.6. So you get a 600 and a 800. What more can you wish for in one? And the autofocus is extremely precise and it's really fast, and it's not making any noises. And the VR inside here is so good. I can handheld video without problems. And also it doesn't make any noise. So if I want to have a microphone on top of the camera, I can do that without the sound with the VR noise that I had on my previous 600mm. That makes a lot of noise. That is not good. I'm also going to bring with me this here. This is the 100-400, the Z. This is a lightweight, which has the zoom range for 100mm to 400. And the great thing about this here, is if I want to have more of the environment, I want to have the muskoxen with mountains in the background, I can use this one here. This is actually a really nice lens, sharp and good, and versatile, not too heavy. So this is going in my backpack as well, so I can have different kind of images, not only with like tight portraits with a 600mm. For my backup camera is the Nikon Z6 II, in case something happens with my main camera or my vlogging camera. I have this one here, I can use that for like a backup though. Other than like batteries, spare memory cards, like that. I don't have too much in my backpack, but the backpack I'm using here is the largest backpack from Hestra, the Shinn. This is 80-liter backpack here, which has place for my 600 and the Z9 with the camera mounted on the lens, and that I did not have on the previous 70 liters Suka version for f-stop. I love it. I love how they putting the pockets around the backpack, and it's comfortable to have to walk long many hours in the mountains. For some B-rolls I also have the drone, the DJI Mavic Air 2S with me here for nice B-rolls of mountains. You are not allowed to fly inside the national park, so I'm always flying outside national park to get the B-rolls, not inside. You're not allowed to do that. I also carry with me a Gopro camera for B-rolls and easy access if I need to speak to you, and yeah, use a vlogging camera when I'm not dragging the larger one. I think that was it. If you have some question, write your comments down below. I will try to answer them as many as I can if you have some questions. I cannot wait to go up there with my good friends again, and always nice to be out. And like I said in the last video, it's not just about the pictures, but it is about getting out in nature, experiencing nature, and that keeps your health with your mental health and your physical health as well. I hope you enjoy this. Like I said, leave a comment down below if you have some question for me, and I will see you in the next one.
Altså, det så mye vind og så mye snø.
It was a weather forecast warning, so it was a bit risky to set out on this trip this year. Unfortunately, our good friend Oddbjørn was picked up by an ambulance just right before he was about to travel, so he couldn't come with us.
We miss you a lot.
Yeah. Miss you too, boys.
Okay. You see that one? Abort landscape. The muskoxen is back.